Okay, we are going to start on this side. So here, the blood vessels, right here, we have the renal artery, and of course, right next to it is the renal vein. This is the renal artery, underneath it is the renal vein. The renal artery, as it goes into the kidney, it breaks into these three branches. This tiny little one here, another tiny little one right next to it, and this little bit longer one right here. These are called the segmental arteries, and they are going to be labeled either this little one or this long one right here. These are called segmental arteries. There are no segmental veins. There are no segmental veins. Now, other than that, once the branches goes in between the pyramids like this, right here, or like this, right here, or like this, right here. These branches going in between the pyramids are called interlobar arteries and veins. Interlobar arteries and also interlobar veins. The only place where an interlobar vein is shown is right here, in this spot. Right here, in this spot. So if the label is right here, read the question, because the label could be right here between the pyramids, and as you can see, there is two possible answers, three possible questions, three possible answers. Okay? If the question said identify the tissue, these are what? The renal columns. If the question said identify the red blood vessel, that is interlobar artery, the blue vessel, interlobar vein. So be careful when the label is here. After going in between the pyramids, these blood vessels are going to arch over the pyramids, like this here, okay, or this right here, or this one right here. When they arch over the pyramids like that, what we have is the arcuate arteries and veins. Arcuate arteries and veins. And the only place where an arcuate vein is shown in this model is right here. Right here. Okay? So when the label is here, make sure you read it, whether it is the red arcuate artery or the blue, the arcuate vein. After that, these blood vessels radiate and spread all over the cortex, like here, okay, also like here, and like here, all over the cortex. When the labels are right here, these are called cortical radiate arteries and veins. In your lab manual, they are called interlobular. Also, that's another name for them. Interlobular arteries and veins. But knowing your very, very good ability with the spelling, I seriously want you to consider using cortical radiate arteries and veins, because you are going to get it mixed with interlobar. And if you got it mixed in the spelling, it is really going to be wrong both ways. So interlobar arteries and veins, use it for those ones in between the pyramids, okay? But use cortical radiate arteries and veins for outside here. The only area where cortical radiate veins are shown is right here, So that is where they will be labeled. Okay? So this is what we have as far as the blood vessels in the kidney goes. We start with the renal. I'm going to say only the arteries and veins follow. Renal artery, segmental arteries. Okay? Let's hold it like that. Renal artery, segmental arteries, interlobar arteries, arcuate arteries, okay, and cortical radiate arteries. Okay? Now, from the cortical radiate arteries, okay, we're going to have very small arterioles that will go into each and every nephron. And the best way to show it